All right, so this is from one of the geometry quizzes, and it is talking about the area of a triangle. So in order to do this, we need to know the area of a rectangle, and then we need to use that to figure out the area of a triangle. So a rectangle, and I'm going to draw it similar to the other one. It's not perfect. Ooh, that was awful. It really isn't perfect because I'm not very good at the straight lines on the computer, but here we go. All right, so let's say this is a rectangle. I'll put in a couple right angles and some markings so that we can, so I can be sure that this is a rectangle. Okay, so the area for a rectangle is equal to the length times the width. So let's say that the length is 17 and the width is 4. So if we were to plug this in, we would do area equals 17 times 4. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, so I will do it. You can do this on my calculator, you can do this on paper. So 4 times 7 is 28, and then 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So the area is 68. Okay, but if we look at our triangle, and again, I tried to draw this fairly similar to, or my rectangle, it's obviously not as wide, but it is because we said that it's 17. So this is as if we took a line and drew the diagonal through the rectangle. And one thing that we can notice is that this is about half of the rectangle, and this is where we get this triangle formula. And the triangle formula is going to be half of our area. Now, we talk about these sides with different words, but it's essentially still length times width. But for triangles, we talk about this as being the base and this being the height. So this is really 1/2 base times height. So our area for our triangle, the little triangle down here, is going to be 1/2 our base, which is 17, and our height, which is 4. The height always meets the base or meets the horizontal of the base at a 90-degree angle. At a 90-degree angle, I realize that you can't see my pen, which is unfortunate. Okay, so we know that 17 times 4 is 68. So this is going to be 1/2 of 68, or, well, if we divide 2 into 68, 2 goes into 6 3 times, exactly, and then bring down the 8, and 2 goes into 8 4 times, so it would be 34, and this is really important, the square unit, so I'm going to do it like this, units squared, so I don't have to write SQ, although there's not much more, so our answer would be 34 square units. So obviously this is a little bit more work than you necessarily need just to find the area of a triangle. You just use the formula. But I think it's important sometimes to figure out, where did we get this? Why is it 1/2 base times height? And the reason is because it's just half of a rectangle. All right. Until next time.